Hey, what's up, guys and gals? That was quick. Hey, hope you guys and gals are doing amazing on this lovely, lovely Sunday. Let's do it. Let's talk some good stuff, some fun stuff, some I Love Lucy, some Three Stooges, whatever you guys want to talk about. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. Hopefully you are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. That is, if you're watching this today. If you're watching this another day, it'll be another day. And so maybe I shouldn't say have a happy Sunday, because some people will see this like maybe on a Thursday and then be like, it's not Thursday. But anyway, wait, it's not Sunday. I'm doing well. I'm doing great. I kind of need a chipper lift, what do you call it, like lifting up, because I was watching some videos that were so depressive, and I was like, why am I watching this recommended video? So hopefully we can enjoy ourselves and do something and watch something fun. All right, let me just close this window here. There we go. And today we're gonna watch a couple episodes, and we're almost done. We're almost done with the whole series of I Love Lucy, half-an-hour series, and then getting into the Lucy Daisy comedy hour. So that'll be cool. That'll be fun. But we're not there yet. We have about what, 10 more episodes roughly to go. Let's see. Lucy Raises Chickens. We're gonna do that. Yeah, we have about 9 episodes to go. 8-9 episodes to go. Domly, I am glad to see that you are recovering and doing well. Awesome. Good stuff. So, hello everyone. Nice to see you. Well, not see you because I can't see you guys. In case you don't know, I'm going to remind you throughout the live chat or live stream. If you have not done the one-on-one chat or signed up for it or looked at that, should be the second link in the description. Go ahead and take a look at that. People are signing up. I've had some of these one-on-one chats, and they are amazing. They're fun, they're great, and I'm looking forward to more. There's so much fun on my end, and I would say, I don't know if a couple of people who did the one-on-one chats are here, but if they could tell you how good it is, I mean, they were telling me they were enjoying it. So hopefully we'll do that. Let me do a couple things here. I want to make sure that we have the episode queued up. And this is a good one. Lucy Raises Chickens. We're not going to start it yet. But if you do have it, you can queue it up in just a little bit. We won't start yet. I'm just going to wait just a little bit. Wait about a minute or so. So, how are you guys? You're very quiet on the chat today. What is going on? Are you guys sleepy? Wake up. I got to wake you guys up. Maybe I got to get some gummy bears. Is that what I have to do? If you guys haven't seen my unboxing, someone sent me a whole box of gummy bears. I'm going to get some. Let me see. I don't want to spoil my... Yeah. I have so many of these. Oh my gosh, I can't. There's too many. I have so many gummy bears. That's not a complaint, but it's just more than I know what to do with. So I'm going to eat a couple. I still have dinner. I don't want to... Oh, lunch. I don't want to spoil it. These are wormies. So I'm going to have a couple wormies. Alright, guys. Yeah. I wonder if this is rude to be eating something good. But you guys can get something good, right? Okay. I'm being rude. I'm eating. I should be working. Okay. So we're going to be looking at Lucy Raises Chickens. That is a March 4th, 1957 release. Episode 177. And let's see here. Filmed on a Thursday, January 17th, 1957. Rating share 51.2. Wow. Okay, let me tell you something. The last episode, Lucy Gets Chummy with the Neighbors, got a 38 ratings. That's not that great. This one got a 51.2. The first time in a long time they've had more TVs watching the show than anything else, like more than half. So that's kind of cool. Supporting cast, Richard Keith, of course, Betty Ramsey, Mary Jane Croft, woman from the magazine, Mary Ellen Holkinson. I'm trying to remember who. Oh, yes, that was that creepy lady. Oh, no, she wasn't creepy, but she wanted to be in the magazine. Man from the magazine, Tyler McVeigh. Okay, so let's cue it up if you do have access to it. Let's get talking about, I guess it's like a jummy. I was going to say gummy. It was Johnny. Very good. I'm doing good. Things are good with gummies. Now, this one is an interesting one because this is like a Coca-Cola flavor. It does taste, I can even feel the bubbles. It's weird. Yes, Kara, you made it in time. Casey and Ash and Linda and Domily. Jiro, is that how you say it? Your name here? Did you see job switching last Sunday? So I don't have cable, or at least Yeah, my TV doesn't have cable. I actually don't have technically a TV. Oh yeah, I do, but it's not like connected to like a cable. It's connected to Netflix. And that's primarily what I watch. So whenever I want to watch I Love Lucy, I just pop one in. So yeah. Now this one is a blooper that I haven't really named yet. And that's the fact that you can see a piece of tape or adhesive in the middle of the Lazy Susan. Because Ricky can't decide which bill to pay. Lucy puts them all in the Lazy Susan, spins it, and the last one she really sticks on there. A little piece of tape, a little piece of putty, wax, whatever. Might be even a piece of gum. I've seen other people refer to it, and they say tape. I wouldn't even be that confident it's tape. It looks thicker. I mean, it could be anything. It could be a piece of gum, like chewed up gum. The idea is just to make it work for the cinema or for the shot. Tape would have worked. I don't know. It looks kind of thin. It looks like it could be tape. But then again, it's hard to tell from our vantage point. So kind of cool. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It's one of my favorite movies. So the original one. Yeah, Bradness. I was gonna say that. I didn't see yours till now. Piece of gum. I would go with gum, but which is kind of gross. But I mean, yeah. Yep. She pushes it down for sure. Okay. Here's a cherry one. These are awesome. Oh man. This green one. Apple. Green apple. Now, what I like about this episode, the chickens, is that they're coming back into the animal theme. So they're bringing back animals. And the unpredictability of the animals adds to the comedy of it. There was one where it looks like Lucy almost squishes a baby chick, but she doesn't. If you look what happens, she has the box. Kind of lays on top of the chicken, or it's laying on top. It's a little cardboard box on top of a baby chick. It might be a lot of weight. Remember, they're fluffy. It didn't really hurt the chick from what it looks like. Sweet Pea, in the episode where Lucy and Ricky get the Cadillac convertible. Remember, they don't get the Cadillac, they get a Pontiac. Cadillac convertible would be really expensive back then. Well, it was a Pontiac. And I don't know. I really don't. The only way we would know is if someone who was on set who would know. But they've colored it, and I don't know how accurate it is. I've seen it in Periwinkle Blue, which is the color that Ricky talks about when he was trying to see how much the Cadillac convertible would cost in that episode, if you remember that. But then again, that's a guess. It could have been like a yellow. I really don't know. Again, some of these colors are very accurate and some are guessed. And so I don't know. I don't think they've done... Well, they did color an episode with that. LA at Last, right? But they don't show the car. And so I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so let's see. Trying to catch up on these questions. This is super cherry. It's so weird how they make like anything taste like something. Dark Time. So the giant loaf of bread. I made a whole episode on that. Entire episode. You got it, Michael Jordan. Nice name. Yeah, I made a full episode and explained the ins and outs of all that stuff. So, absolutely. Hey, Will. I haven't seen the commercial, but I've heard it. Again, I don't watch TV, so any commercials that I do see, I see them on YouTube. And I had someone tell me about it, and I did hear about the commercial. Yeah, because now commercials run on YouTube like it's TV, which is crazy. And some of these commercials are on my videos, which is funny. And yeah, Simulo, but I think it's like, that song isn't like copyrighted, I think, by like the CBS or anything like that. At least I don't think, because a lot of these songs that Desi sung are like older songs. They're not necessarily songs that he created. Babalu, I think, was kind of oriented in the show, but I'm not sure. That's a good thing. I'm not really versed well in terms of the music and, you know, property. I know a lot, they use like Cole Porter music, things like that. The actors acted like it was warm, according to Bradness's comment here, but I wonder if it really was to help make the chicks comfortable. Well, think about it. They're filming in front of hot lights. Now, today, LEDs, you don't feel the heat. That's what LED lights are. Studio lights are notoriously hot, so I'm pretty sure the baby chicks were fine. I don't think they were pumping extra heat in there. That is my guess. This is LA. I can check. Let's see. Well, this is... well, it doesn't really matter because it doesn't really get too cold here anyway. Inside of a studio, even less. So this is back in January. Again, we don't have snow here or anything. So I really, really doubt like it was like freezing or anything like that. I mean, to the point where they would need to add heat like that artificially. Yeah, Dark Time. Definitely take a look. I have playlists. Remember, I have a Factor Fiction playlist, and I have a whole I Love Lucy playlist. And so, if you take a look at those, a lot of these questions that people ask, I'm trying to answer through videos. Especially the last one on pregnancy. Now, I was really surprised. A good amount of people watched it, but I thought it would get more views, at least the first day. I'm almost at that 7,000 subscribers, which reminds me, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 7,000 by the end of the year. I think it's totally doable. It's totally doable. But I can only do it with your help. I can't do much other than reminding you guys in a friendly way. I believe 500, roughly 500 baby chicks. That's the number they say here. I don't think it was actually 500 baby chicks. Good question, though. I've had a number of one-on-one chats, but then again, guys, don't wait because yes, you kind of have to cater to my schedule in the sense I kind of have a wide open schedule, but sometimes I can't. And so with people starting to do this, I'm flying, I'm doing a lot of stuff. And so I don't think you guys should wait. Like as soon as you know you want to do a live chat, let me know. We'll schedule a time and we'll get it done. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited because I get to meet a lot of you, and one of the individuals, because again, I don't want to reveal people's names and stuff. One of the individuals was like, wow, Rick, this is so cool that you're actually a YouTuber that wants to talk to people. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Like, that's one of the reasons why I do this too. Again, it is a paid service, but the idea is you're paying for my time. Like my instructor who teaches me how to fly, he charges me as well, and he charges by the hour. And so it's like you're charging for your time, your expertise, and so forth. And so yeah, it's a cool thing. Yeah, it really does get hot under the studio lights. And so imagine them all bundled up too. It's all acting. It's work, you know. That's what they do. Oh, awesome. ELS. First time you're able to catch me live. Yeah, usually working when you do these. Well, good. I'm glad. Very, very, very cool. I'll get 10,000 by January. Oh, I hope so. I wish. That's my wish. I want to hit 10,000. Because once you hit 10,000, you're in another level. Like, you're in another level where your subs start to go up at a different rate. And so, I don't know. I definitely want to get to 1 million and even past that. But then it also begs the question that I may have to expand my content too. Because although I Love Lucy is great, it's funny because 620,000 people watch my video. So that means that 620,000 people at least are interested in I Love Lucy, and only less than 7,000 are subscribed. So that means that I get at least, if you count all those, let's say, I don't know, 500 of those were single users. Let's say 100,000 of those were single, not multiple watches. Then at least 100,000. So that's a lot of people who have not subscribed. So there's definitely people out there. They just need to subscribe because it gets my videos out there. And again, the bigger my channel gets, the more opportunities that makes for me to make videos. Like it's a catch-22, and now YouTube is at a crossing road. So yeah, anyway. Alondris, I do vlog it. You haven't seen it. See, it's so funny that YouTube is not recommending certain videos. So I don't take it personally if sometimes you guys don't know. Like everyone before, when I had 2,000-3,000 subscribers, every single person would know all the videos. And now YouTube has changed. So Alondris, I'm on my 3rd posted video on my flying vlog. Again, it's difficult because I'm not just like going somewhere and showing something to you. I'm learning too. And so I'm kind of limited in what I can record because if my instructor is like talking to me, I can't be in his face, you know. So I have to be very careful. So I try to tape as much as I could, do a little post and before flying and things like that. But there will be more. Hopefully I'm flying either Tuesday or Wednesday, so look out for a video soon. And I have a couple thoughts of things that I'm going to do, so hopefully you enjoy those too, because I want to be able to get my license and have you see how I started in my struggles. Like, it's cool. I think it's cool. Flying lessons are awesome. Thank you guys for asking. It's a little frustrating at times because I'm such a perfectionist, and obviously I'm learning, so I mess up. There's things that I do that I mess up or I don't get. There's some things I just don't get. Like, there's certain things where you pitch the plane up and down, and then like the instructor would tell me, well, listen, I'm gonna pitch up, and then listen to the engine like struggle, or you should know if the engine's pitched up or down by the sound, and I can't hear that yet. Like, I'm not perceptible. I'm really perceptible to cars. Like, I can hear a car and tell you what kind it is. I'm not there in the car yet. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't tell. And he's like, that's fine, you're learning. And so I'm definitely frustrated at some things, but other things I think I'm pretty good at. And so, you know, I guess it's just part of learning. Wow, lots of videos went up. I mean, lots of comments. So I'm trying to catch up with the comments. See, the comments are awesome. Dark time, wait until you get more subs, then it gets annoying. I don't know. I think 95% of people are very respectful and they understand. Like, most of you guys understand that other people try to reach me and talk to me, and sometimes I may take time. Like, I understand big YouTubers who maybe don't respond, or maybe big YouTubers who like maybe take a month to respond. It's not because they're mean, they don't care. Believe me, we try to read everything. The thing is, like, the rate and we respond our usual lives, like, things get pushed off, or it'll be like, oh, I'll respond to that in a minute. A week goes by, you know, we forget. And so believe me, I have a letter to write to, which is my next thing for this week. So please keep that in mind. It's not ignoring. It is, the more people reach out to us, the harder it is to get to everyone, get back to everyone, especially on like Facebook and then Twitter and Instagram and letters, and you know. So I'm one person versus what, 7,000, and for you guys, to me, it's only like what, like one person, right? And so it's different. So the lessons are good. I do get called Ricky only by my intimate family, and I kind of like to keep it that way. I like Rick for most people. Oh, thank you, Casey. Glad you like my fact or fiction. Ethel with shorter long hair. I liked original Ethel's look. I liked original Lucy's look as well. Hello, Sandra. How are you? Yeah, I think you guys agree with me. I'm looking back into the comments. I'm a little behind. You guys like the shorter hair. I like the pre-Ethel look and the pre-Lucy, like season 1, season 2, especially season 3. Lucy, her like little back and little ponytail type thing. Not ponytail, but a little bun here. I like that. I definitely like that. ELS, I'm pretty sure, what was Lucy eating in the episode when she was eating ice cream, fudge, and sardines? I'm pretty sure those are real, for sure. Oh no, Michael. So I'm assuming you're a pilot as well. So that is awesome. My pilot's awesome. Or my instructor, he's 21. He's super young, like, compared to me. But he's awesome. Like, I don't know the terms yet. I'm still learning. But we were coming in, and we were coming in a little too high. And so he literally skidded sideways, which was awesome. He's like, we're cutting through the wind. He's like, we'll teach you to do that. And that is awesome. I actually pretty much did 90% of a landing. But the last landing, what happened is I pulled up too much. I flared up too much. And he noticed that we were ballooning and we're going to drop. So he just kept going. We took off again, circled around, and he helped me land again. But and that's only after the 3rd lesson. So I don't know if that's good, that's not good, that's slow pace. It's my pace, right? But that's cool. Do I think Sophia Vergara is a female Lucy Ricardo? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if I even want to answer that, to be honest with you. Under the hood, that's hard to keep your bearings. Yeah, isn't that cool? I'm looking forward to doing that. First, let me just land, because that is tough enough to do by myself. I'm sure I can do it eventually. I mean, that's the trickiest part, to be honest with you. Other stuff is not that bad. But again, it's still learning, still getting in tune with the aircraft, and just, you know, I'm really good. I've been driving stick shift for like 7 years, and so I feel I can like double clutch, I can downshift, all these things, heel toe clutch, heel toe revs and things like that. It's intuitive. I don't think about it, and so I have to get like that with flying, basically. Yep. Yeah, Smurf, great. You feel the big YouTubers respond to the first few comments. That's exactly enough. And you know what? Again, please understand, like, now that I am a YouTuber, not a big one, just where I'm at, close to 7,000, I can understand how it could be stressful. They care, believe me, they super care. It's just impossible. Like, for me, sometimes it's overwhelming when I get like 40 comments in a video because I want to respond to every single one. And you do it, and then you go, and it opens a new window and all that for every single one. So it takes time. Sometimes it took me half an hour to just respond to 40 comments. So, you know, and so I try to get as most as I can. So yeah. You thought it was mashed potatoes and gravy. It very well could be. Like, I don't think I read into that or know off the top of my head. But those sardines look really real. So maybe it was Hollywood magic. I don't know. I need more gummy bears. Why? I'm becoming addicted to the sugar. The Coca-Cola ones, I don't like that much. I'm not a Coca-Cola guy. Like, I used to drink it, now I don't. And there I got another one that I don't want. There we go. Oh, really? You see, it very well could be. I don't know. I have to verify it before I sanction that, before I be like, yeah, that's what it is. Because people are asking me, they were like, how do you get all this research? How do you find all this out? It's a lot of things, guys. It's videos that I watch. It's books that I read. It's articles that I read. It's tons of stuff. And what I do, I group that information together and make a video. That's what I did when I was in college and when I was a teacher. I would research and you write a paper, but instead of writing a paper, I'm making a video. And so, I mean, this isn't academic, so I'm not like citing every source, but I double check sources. So that's why when people's like, what book do you use? It's like tons or many books I don't even own. Sometimes I research them on here. And so, yeah, kind of the secrets of the trade too. But yeah, I'll just keep it at that. I'll be soloing in 10 hours or so. You know how many I have? I'm showing my logbook. If you're really interested. In case you guys don't believe me. I bought this logbook when I was about 10 years old. No kidding. That's when I first flew. With an instructor, of course. I don't know if you can make that out. But look at the year. 99. Santa Monica, and then all the stuff. So it's my logbook up to now, and so it's been updated. I've had 1, 2, let's see, so here, 13, so I've had about 3.5 hours flying. This is not counting ground too. So yeah, so maybe I'll solo at 10. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I really want to, like, I'm really amped, and it's like my body, I feel like my mind is quicker than my body. I want my body to react more, but hey, you know, it's gonna take time. I have to be patient with myself as well and my abilities. And so, yeah. Ever had gummy bears with chocolate? Like melted chocolate, Katie? Or like s'mores? Like with the marshmallows? Oh, there we go. They seem like they've turned up the heat. I love Fred in overalls and dress shoes. I'm surprised he doesn't have a tie. Well, he actually has a dress shirt on with the overalls. They dressed so elegantly back then. I don't get it. I don't know if this is actually one of my videos, but there's a stagehand you can see. It opens a door for little Ricky. I think that is in a video. And they kept the baby chicks out of the audience who just, they had little barriers so that they couldn't come to this side of the stage, which is kind of cool. Oh no, dark times. I know, I should really start. You guys may think that I'm just like a pig, like I eat all this stuff. I eat really healthy, like like organic. Like I'm spoiled when it comes to food. Sometimes I eat the same foods like multiple days because it's just like eating healthy. But I also like gummies and chocolate chip cookies and things like that. And it's bad because I'm a thin guy and I could, people say you could use it. But I don't want to get diabetes too because I've I have family. My dad has it. My grandparents had it. Like, I want to stay away from that. I want to stay healthy too. You figured it out. Well, did you figure it out with my thing with my pilot handbook thing? Well, I don't want to spoil it, but you don't fly, right? Let me just ask that. Well, do you fly? Blvd? Are you a pilot? Or I don't know why. In my mind, somehow, it seems like we talked or something, and you had mentioned that you're a pilot. Are you fly, or you like to fly, or want to fly? Something like that. I could be totally off. I apologize if that's the truth. Oh, there we go. There's Fred with those socks with the little, I don't know what you call them. They have like straps to hold them up. So, oh, see? I was right? My brain works. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, guys, see, I don't know the process. Like, I don't even know if people start soloing that early because I'm in a sport cruiser now, and that's kind of like, it's not as much as a Cessna. It's a sport cruiser. It's like half a license with 20 hours, but you can't do night. You can't do a lot of things. And so I'm doing that and then blend that in, like continue with the private. So it's like saving some money because it's a cheaper airplane to run than a Cessna. So yeah. Dark Time, you probably see me in your chats from time to time in SoCal as well. Awesome. I think, did you change your icon? Because I remember your icon being a little different. So I'm the little brother. I'm usually the big brother, so I guess I'm the little one here. Chocolate covered gummy bears. Oh, Katie, stop. This sounds so good to me. Chocolate covered. Oh, so good. Okay, I gotta focus. Focus on work. Focus on work. Focus on the chat. How's the weather in LA? It's actually no blue sky. It's overcast. It looks like, well, the sun is kind of peeking out right now. It's not cold, but it's cool, and that's in the high 60s. For us, that's cool. And no rain. But this would not be weather that I could fly in if this was my flight day. Because my instructor had canceled 3 lessons. So that's why I haven't had like weekly or bi-weekly videos. Because whenever I do a video, it's when I have a lesson right after. Because of weather, he wants me to get a little more proficient with the weather. And we had really weird days the last couple. So, yeah. Okay, well, I got you. I was under the impression, but yeah, hopefully I can do that and do it more often. And then, like, when I do soloing, like, I could take the camera in with me. And I'm working on a system where you guys can hear me talk, which would be awesome. But yeah, safety first, right? So, yeah. You've never had a gummy bear? They're so good. It's kind of like Jello, but they're gummier. You have to chew it a little bit more. Not as gummy as gum, less. So it's in between Jello and gum. Wow, here I am explaining gum to people through the internet. This is where society has got us. Look at this, 2017. We're such an advanced society. A Reptar bar. I've never had those. Is that bad? Should I? Glendale, California. Okay. You're fairly close. You're in like that direction. So, Will, I don't know if you knew this. This is the last I looked up. There is no grave for Desi. Desi was cremated. Ashes were scattered at sea. According to what I read. Again, all this stuff, I mean, that's what I read. Unless you guys have something that's contrary. But I read that as well as same thing with Vivian Vance. She was cremated as well and scattered at sea. So technically there are only 2 graves you can go visit. Lucille Ball and Bill Frawley. And so it's unfortunate. I don't know. Sometimes I think about stuff like that. I'm like, why did they do that? They knew people loved them. I mean, it was their wishes and they're allowed. It's their right, so forth. But it just leaves me like, oh, I wish You know, they wouldn't have done that. But, you know, it is what it is. And there we go. Bill Asher directed this episode. Lucy ends with quack, 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 quack. Oh, no, not quack, quack. Yeah, she kind of does it. It's like a quack, quack. Oh, and Bob Schiller recently passed away. His credits just went up right now. Let me put the other episode and read about this one. The one with the largest or the longest laugh in all of situation comedy. That's where it's from, isn't it? See, I don't get those connections. It takes me a while. You guys may be like, obviously, sitcom, situational comedy or situation comedy. Wow. Again, I'm slow when I get to things, but when I do, they don't leave my brain. Okay. So we're starting the episode. Tango! Argentinian tango. Lucy does a tango. But January, February, March. I was counting. March 11th, 1957. Yeah, week after. Episode 172. Filmed on a Thursday, February 7th, 1957. Rating share 35. Whoa! Look at that drop. Lucy raises chickens with 51. 35. That's lower than Lucy gets chummy with the neighbors. It's just so weird. I don't know if that mostly has to do with like the week before, if the week before was good or not. Like, I don't know how that works out. Supporting cast, not a lot, guys and gals. Just Bruce Ramsey and Lil Ricky. I don't even say he's supporting. He's part of the main cast now. I mean, yeah, I guess supporting. And the music is Tango. Like, it doesn't even have one. Longest laugh ever recorded on I Love Lucy, 65 seconds. Not rehearsed with real eggs because Lucille Ball wanted the experience to be fresh when the cameras rolled. See that? That is great. I might do a video on that. She wanted the experience to be fresh. Hard-boiled eggs were used for run-throughs. You guys know that? That is awesome. Ford Motor Company sponsored this. And the Ragtime Band, they used a little clip for commercial time to introduce their new hardtop convertible. The experience must have been proven worthwhile because the auto manufacturers signed on to sponsor the first 5-hour-long Lucy shows that premiered in the fall of 1957. Wow, that's amazing. All right, we're done with that one. And you guys have written stuff. You're a Reese's. Oh, Reese's Pieces guy. I love peanut butter, but I don't like it in chocolate. I'm such a chocolate stickler that I don't like anything in my chocolate because I want to feel the pure taste of the chocolate. So just a heads up for you guys, because like, I don't even like nuts in it. Like, I'll eat it, but it's not as enjoyable to me. I don't think it's bad. I just feel I want to savor the chocolate, like Hershey's bars, Three Musketeers bars, stuff like that. But there's so much sugar in it, which is why I try to like not eat as much. Hey Cynthia, how are you? Cynthia, do you mind, because you were one of the I Love Lucy chat people? How'd you like the experience? For anyone that might want to know, might be thinking about it or be on the fence, doing on one-on-one chat with me, how smooth was it? Was it just enjoyable for you? Just let us know in the chat. That'd be great. You heard. I heard a lot. My speech is off. I heard Lucy might have been a Golden Girl, but she and B. Arthur didn't get along. Oh, I don't doubt that. I heard B. Arthur was really difficult. I don't want to say who told me this, but I knew someone who met up with Rue. Is it Rue Clanahan? Is it? Sorry, I'm not a huge Golden Girl like knower. I don't know much about, but Rue, right? Rue Clanahan, Blanche. She was not great with B. Arthur. Like, they did not like each other. So I think B was a little difficult to work with. My guess, again, I don't know. Let's not put it as a fact because I don't know. That's what I heard. So Carol, you don't like the country episodes as much, but the eggs getting crushed when Lucy and Ricky danced was awesome. Oh, it was totally awesome. You think Lucy's reactions on Laundress with the eggs pushed the laugh even longer? Oh yeah, remember. Again, it was a fresh reaction. First time real eggs or non-hard-boiled eggs, regular eggs were used. I say fresh eggs, meaning like they're moist inside, not hard-boiled. The hard-boiled ones, they get the actions down, but how she would react and the disgusting nature of it, that she wanted unique. And I think that was good because if they would have rehearsed the reaction too much, it would have been fake. So she wanted that really good feeling. So I'm with you on that. Oh, top 5 props used on I Love Lucy. That's a great idea, actually. I have an idea for something like that, Domily, that, yeah, like, basically it's that. In another, like, some episodes are centered on objects, so I kind of want to do that. But definitely, that is awesome. Thank you for that. That's a great idea. What was the longest laugh on I Love Lucy? Great question, Scott. And it was Lucy Does a Tango when the eggs exploded all over her blouse and dripped down. That was the longest laugh. 65 seconds, according to sources. I am familiar, Will, with Find a Grave. Yes, yes, yes. And that's how I found out about Desi and Viv. That they were cremated. Hey, Arthur, says the guy that inhales 12 cookies at a time. That's not confirmed. It might have been 10. Just saying. Yeah, I know. I have a... See, I eat super healthy, but when it comes to, like, cookies, I cannot stop. Cookies and chocolate. Like, gummies are good, but I'll eat, like, a couple. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm not going to eat any more gummies. Like, the packets here, I'm good. Like, I've had my fix. But, like, chocolate and cookies... I need to tell myself, no, pack it away, put it away, and be like, I can't touch it. So, yeah. Okay, so you recreated the tango scene in high school. Wow, very, very cool. And the eggs smashed in my shirt. That sounds so gross. Like, the feeling of that. Oh. Okay, so Cynthia, so regarding the one-on-one chat, this is what she says about it. I'll just read it to you guys. Of course, you can read it. But she says, super fun. It was cool. Learned a lot from it. I like sharing my views. Just sharing with you how we love Lucy. It is fun. See there? So, yeah. And they can range, guys and gals, from 10 minutes to an hour. If you want more than an hour, we can talk. Don't worry. We can do that. We can schedule a couple sessions. But they could be as short as 10 minutes. We don't have to talk about necessarily an episode. You can have 3-4 questions. You can just talk to me. You can just say hi. You can just be like, hey, and it's real. It's a real interaction. And so I think it's great. A great way to interact. So if you do want to book those, like I said, book them ASAP because I want to set up my schedule. A lot of stuff happening coming up. So down in the description below, it's the second link, I think. It's one-on-one chat. Hit that link. Read through it. Make sure... tells you what to do, and then that's it. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. Oh, there we go. So this is the tango, and to be honest with you, I haven't watched this episode in a while. I usually, before I go to bed, I put a couple episodes on, and I put like the first few ones, but this one's kind of on the end of the list, and so I usually don't like to do that because then the episodes will run out before I fall asleep. So, yeah. Arthur, I don't remember why she was hiding the eggs in the first place. Ricky bought the chickens, so why hide the eggs? Oh, because I think he said to get rid of them, right? I think that's the issue. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, I do voices. I do voices. I do voices. I think the gummy bears are kicking in. Scott, there was another episode with grown chickens where little Ricky tries to hide them, right? It's this one. Wait. Now you're making me think. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yeah, because the problem is they have a big fight with the Mertzes. And the issue is little Ricky wants to keep the chickens, and so he hides them in like a hat box and so forth. Hello, Heather. She's using the wave emoji, so I'm waving back. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, Alec, how are you? Nice to see you. Very, very nice. Were there ever any injuries on set? Nothing big. Nothing big. There were a few times where Desi, I think, hurt his leg. Because I think, maybe in this episode, during the rehearsals, I think. But nothing major. They planned for all this. Remember, none of the episodes are really stunty. There were really no stunts happening. Like, think about it. Superman jumping through the... I mean, it's Superman. He's not going to get hurt. But other than that, anything else, like if you go to the Lucy Desi comedy hour with Milton Berle, they use a stunt double for Lucy. And so even when Lucy was hanging down, she was terrified. She had a fear of heights, so she didn't tell anyone until after the taping. And she was injured before. That's why she was terrified of it. in some type of stunt or something she did for show or movie. I don't remember. But yeah, that's the idea. That mostly there was no injuries that I could report. There we go, Casey. Ricky was going to give up on business if the chickens didn't start producing eggs. There we go. That sounds so familiar. So that's why they bought the eggs from the store. Ah, yes, they were trying to pretend. There we go, Casey. So Casey saved me because, again, I farted out on the which I could have just looked at the thing, but Casey was so helpful. Thank you. Yeah, so she has the explanation there. That's why they bought the eggs from the store. They were just trying to sneak past Fred and Ricky when they came in. Yeah, to show that the eggs were actually laying. There we go. That's the story. Red Hots, get your red hots. Scotty, you love that episode, don't you? Yeah, pretty much, Scott. He's the only one that's still alive. Also, Bruce, the little boy who played Bruce Ramsey, if you want to count him. I guess I would count him because he was on set with them. But other than that, I think there might be, like, Bill Asher. I don't know if he passed away. But other than that, yeah, I think they're mostly gone. They're mostly gone. Well, D, did Lucy really have a tenure? I think there were a few moments when she actually could keep a tune. Oh, no, she was actually fairly good at singing. She faked her non-being able to sing. I don't know if you know that, Will. That is great of you to mention that as well. Let me just write something here. Okay. Let me see. Hello, Mabel. By the way, Mabel, I did get your package. Just to let you know, it did arrive nice and safely. I have not made the video yet. I am waiting just a little bit because I have some things scheduled. So I did get your package. Thank you so much. That was very, very nice and sweet of you. With Kiara, right? I believe. I have to remember the label, but that was so cool. So surprising, too. You have to say one of your favorite episodes was when Cousin Ernie from Tennessee, he was actually from Tennessee in the story, visits. Yeah, I like Ernie. Some people don't like him, and I get it, but he's kind of like Jar Jar Binks. Kind of. Cynthia, what about the episode with job switching and Ricky slipped on the rice? Did Desi hurt himself? Good question. Actually, yeah, so that was not planned. The first fall was planned, and he got such a laugh. No, excuse me. So let me back up. The first fall was accidental. He wasn't supposed to fall, so he slipped and he fell. Like you can see, it's a pretty hard fall, but he didn't really hurt himself. I would say maybe he got a little pain, but you know, nothing where like he broke his arm or anything like that. And then he faked the other two, I believe, or at least one more. Yeah. So good. I'm glad you caught that. Scotty, what's the episode when Lucy is dancing in the club and the crazy Indian guy chases her? So, oh yeah. So he's, Scotty, if we're talking about the same episode, it's Cuban Pals, I believe. It's really early on. It's probably like the 7th episode. And they have two friends that come over, and then Renita Perez, I think, Renita. No, it's a lot more than that. What is Cuban Pals? It's more than 7. Why am I saying it's... Hold on here, guys. I want to get this correct. I'm really big on trying to get things correct. Young fans, young neighbors. Okay, Cuban Pals. Wow, I was way off. No, that was well on in its in the series, and so it's in season 1. Cuban Pals. It's right before the freezer episode and right after the kleptomaniac. And yeah, there's this dude that kind of scares her. It's really good. Okay. Oh yeah, she was, I mean, I don't think she was like an opera singer. Like Ethel could sing, Vivian could sing. Lucy maybe a step below, like she wasn't a fantastic singer, but she could hold a tune for sure. Hey Derek, I don't have a set time for these. That's why you should turn your post notifications on. They usually happen on Sundays around lunchtime my time, but don't hold me to it because sometimes I can't. I go to car shows or I go to see family, things like that. So that's why I don't schedule them, because then I don't want to have you guys like wait for me. So when they happen, I announce, and that's why the notifications are there, or on Facebook. I always announce it on Facebook. Like, it'll be like in an hour or something like that. Thank you, Alec. I appreciate it. I'm glad you liked the last episode. I enjoyed it as well. Elaborate costumes. That's a good topic. I'm not really big into fashion. Like, I don't pay attention to it. I'm like, oh, that's cool, but I don't think about it. Oh, there we go, guys and gals. There's the explosion of the eggs, and Lucy's like, oh my goodness. Des even like crosses his eyes a little bit. Arthur, I don't know. I heard that anyone could sing. It's like a musical instrument. You got to practice. And so I don't know how true that is, but yeah. Smurfette. Yes, Lucy was jealous of Renita, and she took over Renita's place in the dance. Yep. And then the guy was like, he was weird. He had like a voodoo type mask with horns, and he was like a native type guy. Like, and Lucy didn't know, because that was part of the skit. I don't know, the dance skit that they were doing, and she was freaked out. She thought like something was wrong, like she thought she was being attacked or something. Dominique, thank you. I'm glad you guys really liked that episode. Like, sometimes I don't know. See, it's hard, guys and gals, because sometimes I'll think of a topic, or I'll run something down. I'll be like, well, people like it. I mean, you don't know, and I get it. Sometimes things aren't liked, but that's your hope, that everyone likes every video, right? And so when I hear that, it makes me feel good, because it's like, great, that's what you guys want to see more of. So, awesome. That's one of the funniest scenes, in your opinion. Awesome. Katie, which movie does she sing with Desi? You mean... Oh, man. Oh, and remember, Ethel had, in her back big pockets, she had tons of eggs, and they exploded as well, which is funny. Oh, Lucy's eggs, the yolk is dripping. Oh, it was really in Viv's pants. I don't think that felt as weird, but it should have. You could see the egg dripping down as well, and she's kind of shaking. I don't know if she's acting that or if she's really like disgusted. And Lucy's like wiping. It's like almost like snot. Sorry, but it's funny. It's good. Will D, what do you think of the self-driving cars that are coming sooner than we think? I'm very cautious. This is very opinionated. Like, I want the future, I want them to happen, but I'm very cautious, because I heard that they had a bus that just went online and was ready to go, and it crashed in 2 hours. Like, within the 2 hours of it. And I'm just like, I just think human nature is like to believe that everything is good, to believe that everything's perfect. And so it's like we relinquish our duty, we're not responsible, the machine will know for us. And it's not like that yet. We're not at that point, even with Teslas. Again, I'm a Tesla guy and stuff. I actually like Tesla. There's things I don't like about Tesla. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should do a live stream on my car channel too. But yeah. Oh, the complications that went into them. Interesting. She said it was like stepping in eyeballs. Another one of my favorites. Oh man, that is awesome. I love that now they have the guest house, the Mertzes guest house, which is funny because the Mertzes guest house is bigger and nicer than their apartment. I guess it makes sense because apartments are usually smaller. But this is a guest house to a house. And so it lets you know like how crazy the Ricardos house is. Like, it's pretty nice. I would even like this a lot better than what they had before. And now Fred and Vicky are fighting. There's some feathers everywhere because he's like, where are the chickens? Yes, Domily. The self-driving cars can be hacked and controlled remotely. In fact, Tesla, if they want, they can remotely drive their car back to themselves if they want. They can drive it wherever they want. The thing is, if you have your garage programmed to the car, they could technically open your garage, drive the car out, and make it come to them. The software and the hardware is in that. Call that scary? I don't know. But that's a lot of power into a car manufacturer. That's just my thought. You don't have to agree with me. But, yeah. That's why I'm a little weary of like self-driving cars. I know we're going off topic, but these topics are all fair game to me. even if you do not like a particular episode, Smurfette, it's Lucy, so it's always fun to talk about or see or hear any facts or opinions. I agree. Now, these are chickens, real chickens. You see Desi holding one of them. In fact, they used chickens in Be a Pal, not Cuban Pals. Be a Pal. That's the one I mixed it up with. That is what, the third episode? Well, it's technically the second. Yeah, and that's the one where Lucy sings "Mamá yo quiero" as Carmen Miranda. And they did have real chickens on set. They also had them in Men Are Messy, I think. Were there chickens? I think there was a chicken in that one. I think. I'm not sure. Long trailer. See, I need to watch it again. I've already watched it. I was lukewarm about that movie. I don't think it was terrible. I don't think it was excellent either. I think it varied somewhere in between. I have to do a review on that, guys and gals. Although I don't know if many people have watched it who like watch I Love Lucy like as much as I Love Lucy. If that makes sense. Yeah, the guest house has stairs. I was just looking at that. Like, Fred had come downstairs. And, you know, it's just a set. But the concept of it, I think, is pretty cool. They had a big upstairs. Like, look at those. They had, like, a huge balcony area in the upper stairs. Like, that's a big, big set. Look at those beams. Their grandfather clock is still not working. I think we have to embrace technology and moving forward. I think we just have to be skeptical, not in a cynical way, but in a like safety cautious way, if that makes sense. You know, like I know people who have Teslas and it's like, oh yeah, you can fall asleep. No, don't fall asleep. Be at attention because if something bad happens, you're responsible. So, I mean, I'll leave it at that. Yeah, Donnelly, I'm kind of there. It was meh. Like there were little moments that were cool, and then there were other moments where I'm like, this kind of dull. They could have done something else. I think that part of the reason why like the Stooges and I Love Lucy were good because they had a limited time to do something great. They did it, and then they moved on to something else, like another episode. Like if you notice, the Three Stooges didn't have great movies. Now the movies I'm talking about, like the long ones with what was it? Joe DeVita? I'm blanking right now. Sorry, guys. The last of them. Curly Joe DeVita, I believe. Or Joe DeVita. And they, like, you know, go to moon travel or to moon travel or something like that. And they were just, like, too long. Like, they couldn't fill it up with the, you know. And so the other ones are, like, pointed, get to the point, funny. Instead of spreading it out, having more, less quality, if that makes sense. But, yeah. Thank you, Kara. Yeah, I wasn't... Because I get them confused, to be honest with you. Because then there's Joe, and there's like Curly Joe DeVita. So yeah, I know I'm a mess. Sometimes my brain isn't working. Was the guest house living room the same as the den, just adjusted? Oh, you mean the set? Good question. I'm gonna have to look at that. That could very well be. But I'm not sure. Remember, that set was big, or that stage was big. And so they probably could have fit that all in there. Casey, so the club set became the country house set. Is that correct? Yeah, basically they had to demolish the whole set, the whole club set to make room for that house. That house was big. And remember, excuse me, my nose is itchy. But remember, they had the den. They had the outside of like where the barbecue pit was. That was like moved a lot because they didn't use it much. And so, remember the kitchen, it was all like a big set instead of like the other that were divided. I guess these are, but remember the house is like a giant living room, kitchen, and you know, so. Oh, Cynthia, yes, and there's a hen and a cow and I think a goat, right? In the Italian episode, for sure. They had a burro on Be a Pal. You are right. They also had a couple burros in the Mexico one, but that was a big production. So I guess we're comparing apples to oranges. But that was, to me, that was impressive for very couple episodes, like second episode in that they already had animals like that. That was awesome. I have not seen Stage Door. Who's in that? Is that Lucy? No, I don't think so. Joe DeRita. There we go. It's your birthday, like today, John? Well, happy birthday. Awesome. the episode is almost ending, guys and gals. So we have about 5 or so minutes, I would say, roughly. So if you have any questions, anything you'd like to say, perfect time right now before we sign off, before we give a good salute, quick salute. Domily, were the animals featured on episodes given a limited time to be used in the episodes? What do you mean limited time? Oh, because of like the restrictions, also like animal cruelty and stuff? Not really. They have like animal handlers and things like that. Remember they had the horse? Big episode with horse. I mean, he was going up the stairs and stuff. Well, was there ever discussion over which countries to visit in the European episodes? It was after World War II. The countries they visited were still recovering from the war. I mean, they went to Italy, and Italy was part of the Axis power. So I don't think so. I don't think it had to do with that. I mean, they went to France. They went to England. I guess they went a lot to the Allied places, although Italy kind of throws off that argument, you know, all that argument that I'm making. But, you know, who knows? I don't know the exact logic there. They went to Switzerland, which is like neutral. Then Italy, again, kills the whole argument. Ooh, Katharine Hepburn, Ginger Rogers. That sounds like a great cast. Oh, that's the end of the episode. You've only seen one Stooges, not Curly or Shemp. Joe Besser was supposed to be Cinderella. I can only describe Mo. They were mean and they kept getting into newspapers. Let me tell you, Arthur, that is not the best of the Stooges. Go early. Go early. Watch a couple of my videos. Again, those are all the episodes, but I do have Disorder in the Court, which is a full Stooge episode that is, or short. It's one of the best in my opinion, so go watch it. It's free. It's on YouTube. Just Google Ricknineg, Three Stooges, Disorder in the Court, or Disorder Court. You know, Ricknineg. It'll pop up. It's the whole short. It's about 15 minutes long, and it is awesome. It is awesome. Alright guys and gals, well thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully you have a great week, because I always forget that this episode, that we do these on the first day of the week. So hopefully this makes your week awesome, like it starts it off in a good way. And yeah, so that is awesome. Domily, that occurred in season 3, I believe. 3 to 4, one of those. I have watched The Honeymooners. I have not watched a lot of it. It's all right. I don't know. It's okay. It's definitely not one of my favorite shows to watch. I would rather put something else on that I like a little more. Maybe I gotta get into it. I don't know. They didn't go to Germany. But yeah, they were. So yeah, I don't think there's much issue with going to the Axis countries. I mean, the war was over. It was over for more than 10 years. So. Alright guys and gals, enjoy the rest of the week. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and if you are not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Check out the links below if you want to do the one-on-one chat, look for any merch or anything like that. Just look down below. I'll see you guys and gals next time, and don't forget, be hopeful.